In this video podcast, I'm not going to be talking about football, but something that has been in the spotlight that I want to talk about is Ayesha Curry talking about her husband, her aspirations, stuff not relating to her getting married, although she got married, and stuff really that I just want to talk about that dynamic because I don't see a positive end to this situation between Steph Curry and Alish. Hey, I'm not talking down on the relationship. I'm nobody to talk down to, but it's because something is in the spotlight, something like that. I feel compelled to talk about because if something is in the spotlight and people are talking about it and you've expressed it publicly, then you're actually putting yourself on the spot for a person to talk about it publicly. So that is the angle I'm coming from in this video podcast. Now, she was talking about something relating to her relationship, her goals, her aspirations, her expectations, stuff like that. And she was saying something like she didn't want no kids, although she had about like 4 kids. She didn't want to get married, although she got married. And she said that, oh, Seth doesn't understand where I'm coming from. He doesn't understand my goals, my dreams, my aspirations, my expectations, my objectives, my goals, this and that and the fourth. So, this and that, like, that's what she was talking about. Whatever. I don't know if it was some interview she was doing or, whatever else. But I feel compelled to talk about, and this is what I have to say, man. No wife of no man should be coming out with comments like that to undermine her husband. Save that in the backyard. Save that in your backyard. Nobody needs to be hearing talking about say, oh, my husband doesn't understand. If you're putting your husband on the spotlight on hot asphalt like that, you're putting fire to him. You're putting pressure onto him. Cause number one, and I'm gonna get to Steph Curry in a second because he's partially to blame for this. But I'm gonna deal with the woman first because she was the one that expressed it. No woman should be undermining their husband publicly like that. No woman of no girlfriend, no fiance, no wife should be undermining or undercutting them husband in public like that. You should not be doing that. Like I said, make that scene at the back. Y'all talk about that in your own house. Y'all have a one-to-one conversation about that. Don't be sick. And see, this is not the first time when she's saying something to catch attention like this. But I remember when she saw something. I remember when she saw something. She said something another something. I don't remember. She said something relating to something in 2019. And I'm saying to myself, why are you guys surprised that she's talking like this? Like she's different from any other female. Y'all know the females of attention, man. So when she start, rubbing, running her mouth like that, why are you guys surprised that she's talking about the things she's talking about? So y'all talking as if Ayesha Curry is like the minority, like she's not like any other female that yearns for attention. They're gonna say certain stuff in the spotlight to yearn attention. And now she's talking about her go. My thing is this: if you didn't want to get married, why you allow yourself to get married to him in the first place? You knew that Steph Curry was a generational talent. You got married to him in 2011. You all start dating based on my retrospect back in 2008. Y'all is college. I think either high school sweethearts or college sweethearts. 132. In any case, you allowed yourself to get married. You knew, sir, this virgin, once he stepped foot off of college, that he was going to make it in the big leagues. You know that he was not. He's going to be an Ivy League, top-notch star in the NBA. You knew the stakes at hand here. You knew what he was getting yourself into. You knew, say, this virgin was going to make the money that he was going to make based on his own talent and the hard work that he's putting to work on his talent. You knew what you were getting yourself into. So why go ahead and marry him if you didn't want no kids? That is you lacking control over your own life. If you were talking about say you want to you aspire to have these goals, working on these goals so that your goals can be met, then why you get married to the brethren? You knew that with how he is, Steph Curry, I don't know his real name. You knew that he was going to aspire to be one of the best, and he's one of the best, if not one of the best NBA players of all time, one of the best shooters of all time, arguably one the best. I don't even watch NBA like that. I'm a raised man in Gill. I don't even watch NBA like that. I'm more of a football. What y'all call soccer, it's actually football. But yeah, I'm a football fan, as you can see in these most of these videos that I do on YouTube. But you knew what you were getting yourself into. Why you allow yourself to get married to Steph Curry? Why? Why are you just expressing this right now that he didn't want to get married to Steph Curry? Why are you just expressing it right now that you want to work on your goals? Why you want to express right now that you didn't want no kids? After 1 year after y'all get married, y'all have a kid. Why you didn't tell him that then? Why you didn't tell him that then? Why you want to wait until like 18 whatever years? See, I'm not even a mathematician. I don't even think it's 18 years yet. It's me. It's over a decade. I would say probably. I can't even do maths. I think it's about like what 14, 15 years or 14 years I'll get married. Why you just expressing that now? Why you want to say that in public? Why you want to, lit your husband on fire in public like that? Why you want to do that for? What is your objective in saying that in public? Why you want to undercut your husband talking about say, oh, he doesn't understand me? Dude, I must say this. And I said it early in this video. No woman should be undercutting her husband like that. But I mean, hey, Steph Curry, this is where I'm gonna get on to you, bro. I know that when it comes on to the basketball court to come on presence, it's me. When you go on the basketball court, people are in awe of you. They're in a trance. It's me. They let you bypass them and you get your 3 points. It's me. But in your house, hold on. In your own household, I have questions to ask you, bro. I have questions to ask you. Because as a pimp would say, I think I think Philip Brandon Gilmore, that is known as Sinful P. I used to listen to Sinful P a lot when he was alive. This Reggie used to say, even when it's not your fault, it's your fault. You're the man of the household. So however your woman is acting, that is what you allow. The woman is doing what you allow her to do. Because no woman's supposed to be saying that in public based on her husband, her kids, or even her own family. But since this is based on her husband, I must stick it to based on her husband. You have to talk to a woman about that, bro. No woman's supposed to be talking to you about you like no. Again, I raise my let me set this properly so you guys can see both of my hands. I'm gonna raise my hand. I'm nobody to be talking down on Steph Curry. It's me. Some person may think I'm living in my mama's basement. See? But my thing is this, bro. That how she is, how the comments that she's making, that those comments shouldn't have been made in the first place. So you need to check that behavior. You need to check that behavior. You need to put that behavior in check. You need to check the temperature of that behavior. It's me. You need to throw some ice water on that behavior. You need to throw some water and put out the fire on that behavior. That behavior cannot continue. Because that behavior is like cancer. It's going to spread. If you don't put an end to it, it's going to be like a pus on your face. It's going to spread. It's me. If she's talking down on you in public. Now, my thing is this. If you're a masochist, and I hope you're not a masochist, Steph Curry, but if you're a masochist and you get off, God forbid, if you get off on comments like that, then I ain't gonna hold it against you. That is you. We live in a free constitution where we can make free constitutional decisions because that's our constitution, right? It's in the constitution. But given the fact, I'll go on the highway and say you're not a masochist that love you love pain, you love persons, you love your wife inflict pain on you, talk down on you, that type of stuff. Masochist. If you're not a masochist, then you need to check this behavior. You need to talk to your wife 1v1 and say, yo, listen, and don't be talking like me because I'm Jamaican, it's me. But you need to say, yo, the comments that you're making in public, don't be making them comments no more. I don't like how you're making them comments in public. You're trying to give me a black eye. You're trying to make me look bad. in the public. Don't be talking about me like that in public. And I'm financing your lifestyle. I'm financing your kids and their lifestyle because of the lifestyle that I live, because of the lifestyle that I choose to live, because of what I earn for this lifestyle. Don't you ever talk to me down like that. No, again, I'm not saying it's Stephen Curry, it's Steph's fault though, because what how the woman behave is is what you allow her to behave. Is me, and you have to put ice water on that. You have to cut that down, just like a bamboo tree. You have to cut that down, man. You cannot allow that to continue. Because if you allow that to continue, you're telling her subconsciously, even if you're not seeing it, that type of behavior is okay. That she can keep on commenting them types of comments that she's commenting on. Tombo say, "Oh, you know what? You don't understand her. She didn't want no kids." Stop right there. You're a woman. You're a female actually, because a woman wants kids. Why you don't want no kids? Just because you want to aspire on your goals and aspirations doesn't mean you shouldn't want no kids. There's a lot of women that aspire their goals, quote unquote independent females, and they have kids. They want kids. They can parallel with it because they can multitask. But I'm getting the sense from you is not that you don't want no kids, but you don't want kids from Steph Curry. That's how I'm taking it. And no homo, but Steph Curry ain't no ugly brethren. He's light skin. Light skin. I know say you love your light skin then. Ayesha Curry. Let me say this about brothers, man. And this is where I get onto your brothers, man. Because some of your brothers, man, y'all talking as if light skin is like the best category of woman on planet Earth. Oh, I'm gonna deal with the light skin, is me. The light skin woman, then, man, shoot. Light skin is keen, is me. I'm have to hook up with the light skin. Light skin have toxic traits too. See, y'all just want to talk about y'all just want to talk bad on sisters. Tambo says sisters, this and that sisters don't treat brothers the way they're supposed to be treated. Respect sisters, bosses, sisters, smoke sisters, wear wig, sisters wear weave. It's me sisters have the stinky attitude, sisters, this and but y'all want to go to the snow, y'all want to go to the teeners, them, y'all want to go to the light skin have problems too. See, check out with Ayesha Curry. Ayesha Curry ain't light skin. Ayesha Curry is light skin. And she in black. She in black. She in black. and yeah, she's having she's quote unquote she's the way how she's behaving in public is not how you would expect a proper wife or even a woman to behave. But y'all want to treat light skin women like, oh, they're the queens, man. I'm a get me a light skin queen, is me. I'm a kiss her, I'm wash her feet, I'm a kiss on her toes, them, is me. I'm a drink her dirty bath. Dude, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. Y'all acting as if light skin has no flaws. Like y'all acting as if snow bunnies have no flaws. See y'all talking like that because y'all never did no light skin. Y'all never did no snow bunnies, like y'all never dip in the snow. So you would know how these light skin or these snow bunnies act. Snow bunnies are some of the most trifling females when it comes on to like taking money out of a brethren's pocket. See, some of y'all love NBA. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't watch NBA like that. I don't watch NBA. But I'm an outsider looking in and seeing how women finesse NBA players left and right. Out of them money. Don't even get me to mention the Kardashians, because I ain't going there, because if I go there, I ain't going to stop this video. Because that's like, that's another can of beans I ain't going to get, and that ain't going to open. But understand, say, don't, some of your brothers acting as if light-skinned women have no bad character about them. But so what about Ayesha Curry? Ayesha Curry, no, I'm not saying Ayesha Curry is ugly. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful light skinned woman. I ain't go deny that. I ain't go refute that. But at the same time, you have to look at her character. This is not the character of the woman you're supposed to be aspiring to. And if you're married to a woman like that and she's making the comments that she's making in public like that, my eyes is not on the woman. My eyes is on you, the man. Because as a man, you need to make sure, say, how your woman is acting. You see, the woman, Your woman is a representation of you. I know dating coach. I don't like. I'm the furthest from a dating coach. But I've dated few women. See, I've dated few women, and from my experiences and from what I've heard, the woman is a representation of you, the man. So if this woman is acting the way she acting in public, is I'm not looking at the woman. I'm not looking at the woman. I'm looking at the man. Go in the Bible in Genesis. Let's go back to the Bible. So it's Sunday, so and I know so some of y'all coming from church or on your way to church. So I'm gonna give you all a double blessing. So go to Genesis. When Eve ate the fruit, it's not an apple, it's a fruit. When Eve ate the fruit, God didn't ask where was Eve, God asked Adam, where are you? Because Adam is the man of between in that relationship. He didn't ask for Eve, he asked for Adam, where are you? Because they were hiding because they ate the fruit. And because they ate the fruit, they were now in sin. So when God came and asked for Adam, where are you? Him came out and said, this woman, the woman that you gave me, the woman gave me the fruit to eat and I ate the fruit and now we're in sin. The woman is to be blamed. But bro, you ate the fruit, so why you ate the fruit? You allowed yourself to eat the fruit. So why you eat the fruit? You're the reason why she ate the fruit in the first place. Why she's going around in just like that in the garden. Why you weren't watching a woman in the first place? I'm gonna let uh, 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 some 6 foot, some 6 foot, some 6 foot snake go seduce your own wife, run better game on your wife, and let Eve deceive Eve into believing that once she ate this fruit, she will have a better life. She will see what the world what it is. She's going to have knowledge as good as God and all of that. And she ain't got none of what the snake told her. But she ate the fruit though. She bought into it and she ate the fruit. So I'm not questioning Eve, although yes, she made the mistake of eating because that's her behavior. But I'm going to the man because the man at the end of the day is at fault, even if it's not his fault. That is why God asked for Adam first. He didn't ask for Eve. And God never asked for y'all. God didn't ask where are y'all either. He didn't ask that. He said, where is Adam, where are you? That is what he asked. Because God knows say, if a wife of a man is messing up, God not question the woman, God a question the man. Because the man is the reason is hey, listen. However a female is operating a relationship, differential to you, non-differential to you, if she low talking to you, if she's smart alecky to you, or she's submissive to you, that's going to be based on how you behave as a man. That is how you behave as a man. So going back to Steph Curry, this brethren is the Don Alpha Don on a basketball court. When he walks, people let him walk. Is me, because they have a high respect for him and he's professional as a basketball player, because that's his profession. But when you go in his household, that type of respect is questionable. Because if his wife is acting like this in public, why is his wife acting like that in public? Because I question Steph Curry, man. I question Steph Curry. Because Steph Curry is supposed, I'm not going to blame Steph Curry fully, but that's their relationship, but I'm just giving you my 2 penny cents on the situation, what I think on the situation. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing nothing else than that. Boy, I'm just saying, say, Steph Curry has to tweak, like put on. He has to screw on. There's a few loose screws in that relationship that need screwing, man. That's what I'm saying. He needs to check the behavior that his wife is doing in public. Going back to my no woman, no wife supposed to be talking to the husband like that. Tom say he doesn't understand you. So if he doesn't understand you, Why didn't you talk to him? Why didn't you come to him? Why didn't you say to him, say, honey, there's a few things I want to talk to you about, my goals, my aspirations, stuff like that. And I feel that you're not understanding me on an intimate level. I hope, I want to talk. Why didn't do all of that in the back home, in the backyard, as I would call it? When I say backyard, I'm talking about in your own house. Hold on, let me check some. Why didn't do that? Why didn't do that then? Why you want to set up public? Why are you saying this to get attention? Why are you trying to why are you trying to say this to get adoration from other females that have the same sentiments as you? Cause trust me, there's females that back what she's saying. There's females that say, yeah, Aisha, yeah, I think Aisha Curry needs to be her own independent woman, come out from her husband's shadows because her husband making all of this money just running up and down playing basketball. Anybody can play basketball. So, yeah, she needs to find. Dude, time out. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. She allowed herself to marry this guy. And what I'm getting from that is that she married him because of his success, of his potential, not because she wants him like that. And Steph Curry, this is nothing against you, brother, but I have to be real with you right now, bro. On a Sunday afternoon, I know to say me are going to church. This is not the time to be lying. This woman don't want you like that. She don't want you like that. She's not sexually attracted to you like that. She wanted an arrangement with you, which you gave her 4 kids. Y'all produced 4 kids, 4 beautiful kids, good genes. And when you look on them kids, you can see Steph Curry in the face. It's no, I mean, even if you're like, if you're like, what's his name, like Real Charles, even if you're Real Charles, you can see say it's Steph Curry that you're looking at when looking them faces. That's why the genes is strong. But at the same time, you have to question if this woman really loves you. You have to question if this woman is really don't feel like that. Yes, y'all is high school or college sweethearts. And maybe y'all really love each other. But then, before y'all get engaged, before y'all get in even a relationship. And I think what broke the camel's back is when y'all had the child a year later after you got married. Because again, based on what she's saying she says she don't want no kids. So I didn't tell him that in the first place before y'all get married. Why have to wait until y'all get married after like 14 odd years, if not 14 years, to tell not only him, and you didn't even tell him, you told him publicly. So see him go here because he goes through social media and person will tell him in person that you didn't want to have kids. You wanted your own goals. You wanted to be an independent woman. You have to have your own shit. You don't think he understands you like that. What do you mean he doesn't understand you like that? Explain that to me like I'm a fifth grader, bro. What do you mean he doesn't understand you? Did you give him provisions for him to understand you? Did you give him room for him to understand you? And aside from that you should not be saying that in public. No wife supposed to be under firing them husband in public like that, man. Don't be putting your husband on a bushel and firing him like that. Don't be doing that. Because what the subtle message you're sending when you're saying stuff like that is that your relationships is like on eggshells. Your relationship ain't stable. Your relationship foundation is on a shaky foundation. It's on a sandy foundation. It's not on a firm foundation. Because if it was on a firm foundation, you will be saying the shit you be saying in public. You will be saying the fuck shit that you talking about, say he doesn't understand you and he don't want no kids, although you had 4 kids. Come on, man. What's it about? It's like you're all over the place. It's like you don't know where. It's like you don't have no baseline. You have no sense of direction. You allowed yourself to have kids. You allowed yourself to get married. You allowed yourself to be in a relationship with this brethren, knowing that this brethren was aspiring for greatness, and he is the greatness. He's one of the best basketball players of this generation and one of the best basketball players, period, in history. So you know what you were getting with this brethren. I guess you crumbled. I guess, I'll say this, and this is my opinion. Maybe if Steph Curry wasn't the player that he became, I'm pretty sure you would have been content. You're happy. You're making decent money. He's providing, he's supplying. He's giving the best that he can give because of what he's making as a basketball player. Although he's not quote unquote a group. He's good, but he's not a generation. He's not elite. He's not top elite. Is me. But when he got top elite and he started to get attention. I'm pretty sure, and Steph Curry got attention from other girls. Whether he knocked them other girls is another question for another day. I ain't gonna get into that right now. But I'm pretty sure Steph Curry has had his fair share of other interactions with not share interactions, but I'm pretty sure he's gotten attention from the opposite sex. Because say when you're making it big in NBA, bro, say females go give you attention. Ask LeBron James. But the thing is this, man. No wife supposed to be doing the stuff that she doing. Tambo say, you know, you don't like, bro, do all of that in your own house. I have to repeat it over and over. Do all of that in your own house, man. Don't be talking down your husband like that. Don't be talking down your husband like that. Have some respect for your husband. And Steph Curry, man, I don't want you play basketball. I don't want basketball like that. But man to man, man, you have to set this woman straight, man. You have to set this woman straight. Two, you can set her straight by telling her, say you didn't appreciate how she was talking crazy, talking about you in public, and she needs to stop that. Or if you want to go on the high road, if you want to divorce her, which some persons have expressed. I was listening to the Angry Man, and he was saying, he needs to divorce this chick. Angry Man with his deep voice, man. You talking about say, yeah, but he was saying that he needs to divorce it. Hey, if that's the way, if you value respect, if you value peace, then that's the way to go. But see, you have a lot of money at stake. You all have 4 kids that is under the age of 18. You're still in the prime of your career, although you have had a long, illustrious career. So you could have you're at the risk of losing a lot of money paying child support, this and that, and the kid's not even close to 18 yet. Do you all have a prenup? I doubt if you all have a prenup. So you see, all of these things are coming at play here, man. So because I mean, I'll say this, brain. It's a sticky, tricky situation. See, it's a tricky because see, if he divorces her, the money that he's earning, he have to pay child support. He have to go through alimony. He have to give half of him shit to the wife. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot at hand. But if that's what is going to give him the peace and the passing of understanding that he deserves, that he yearns for, then so be it. But is he going to take that high road is the question. Because I believe he's going to still stay with Ayesha Curry. He ain't going to divorce Ayesha Curry. Unless Ayesha Curry says some foul shit that's worse than the foul shit that she be talking about in public. Leave your comments up in the comment section, man. Let me hear what you guys have to say on this. Don't just be watching the videos. Let me know what you guys think on the situation. Cause I know say some of y'all, I know some of you guys go say, well, you're not Steph Curry. Who are you to talk down on Steph Curry? Steph Curry, he's with Ayesha Curry for a reason. He loves Ayesha Curry. Ayesha Curry loves him. So you're talking down on him and the relationship with Ayesha Curry. Ayesha Curry is just expressing her thoughts and opinions. She ain't talking down on her husband or nothing. She ain't doing nothing to her husband. You're not nobody to be talking down on Steph Curry because Steph Curry is making millions more than you. You're not making no money. It's me, you live in your grandmother's basement. Hey, if y'all want to think that, then I'm not making no millions. I'll raise my hand to that, but I'm making money, bro. And that's beside the point. Like I said, if these comments are made in public, then I have the constitutional right to state my opinion on what was stated in public. If it wasn't stated in public, then I'll leave it alone. But because it's stated in public, you're giving the viewers, you're giving the listeners a green light. You're giving them what you want to call it, the go ahead to state their opinions on the situation that you guys talking about. That you're talking about Ayesha Curry in public. And I'm one of those persons that is talking about the situation in public. Count me in, I'm part of the statistics. Period. No. But yeah, but going back to what I'm saying, man, Steph Curry, bro, if you go see in this relationship, you need to have this woman on a figurative leash. It's me. This woman needs to know her place. She's stepping out of bounds. You need to have some boundaries on this woman, bro. It's mean she can't be coming out here so like a loose dog without the I'm not saying that you need to keep her quiet all the time, but this woman needs to stay in her place. She can't be out of pocket, as pimps would say. So you even having me use pimp terminologies. I ain't no pimp. But you can't have this woman out of bounds, out of pocket talking like that though. Because she out of pocket talking like that to you, talking about you, you know, talking about say, oh, she didn't want to get married. But you got married to the nigga in the first place. You got married to the nigga in the first place. You're allowed to get married to the nigga. So what you talking about? You cannot practice self-control over your own life. You know what you were getting when you're with Steph Curry. This is Steph Curry. Steph Curry been talking about ever since this Belgium before he came into NBA. Just don't be talking. Don't be trying to talk down on the brother just because he's making millions than you. This Belgian finance your lifestyle too. Even if you're making money for yourself, this Belgian is financing your lifestyle and your kids' lifestyle, and he's looking out for you. Now I'll say this: Steph Curry has a lot of tolerance, but that tolerance have to be cut short, bro, because this can't keep up. This type of behavior that you're allowing cannot keep up, man. It gives you a bad eye. It gives you a black eye. It gives you a bad eye and gives you a black eye. You can't even see clearly because you have a black eye. But you need to check this behavior though. This behavior can't continue. It's me. Now some person go say, well, if you were Steph Curry, you wouldn't divorce Ayesha Curry because Ayesha Curry is a beautiful woman. She's light skin. See, some of y'all still hung up on this light skin shit, man. Light skin. I love light skin. I'm a, I'm a weak. I'm a sucker for light skin. I'll be the first to tell you that. But at some point, respect has to be more appreciated, more adored than light skin. It's me. Respect has no color. It's me. Self-respect has no color. It's me. Light skin can be down here, so self-respect as a man has to be up here, so it can't change. For nobody, for no female, even for no black female or no other race of female. Self-respect have to be up here, so. That woman could have been that woman could have the biggest butt in the in the galaxy. She could have had the roundest juicy tits in the galaxy. She would have the best good looking face with high cheekbones, beautiful lips, pink beautiful lips, this and that, and she could be blonde. Self respect, man. Up here, so. Self respect. No, I'm not saying it's easier said. It is easier said than done. Because when a beautiful woman is in your face in real life, and she have these toxic traits talking like that, she low talking, she disrespectful, but she look good. It's you're trying to lean more on your compromise. You don't want to compromise. I said, damn, she looks good, man, but she low talking. Like fuck, I mean, shit, man. But you go let it slide cause she beautiful. You can't let that slide cause she beautiful. You have to stick with the principles, man. That's what make us men, man. That's what make us men. That's sometimes beautiful looks ain't beautiful, man. Because if a woman is beautiful on the outside, that doesn't mean her soul is beautiful. She might have a stinky black heart soul, but how she look outside discloses, covered that she has a black dark soul. You see me? It's all about the self-respect, man. Because if that behavior is not checked at the door, if that behavior is not put out on fire, man, persons are going to start looking at you funny. So persons are going to view you as funny. Persons are going to treat you funny because of the behavior that you're allowing. And I'm talking to you, Steph Curry. Like again, I ain't nobody to talk down on you, bro. I'm nobody to talk down on you, but I'm just giving my 2 penny cents where it can come, bro. That's all. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing nothing else than that. It goes to show, say, you could be good looking as a dude. You can be making a lot of money as a dude. You can have high status as a dude. But dude, man, that don't mean, say, the woman that you're with wants you genuinely. She's with you because of the situation that you're presiding over. You have a lot of money. You have a lot of status. You have a lot of clout. You have a lot of influence. Persons look up to you. You know, persons wake up out of them bed and say, Steph Curry, because you're their role model. Is me. You live rent free in people's head, not because they hating on you, but because of how good you are as a basketball player. Maybe you have some for the haters, but you know, exceptions aside, people still look up to you. And because of the situation you have, women are going to flock to you. But that doesn't mean they genuinely want you, because you have to question this. If Steph Curry didn't have the situation that he has right now with a lot of money, a lot of clothes, a lot of whatever he has right now, would Ayesha Curry still be with him? Because again, they're high school, either high school sweethearts or collegehood sweethearts. Um, would she still stick it out with him? Would she still love him for him? I question that. I question that. Because if you really loved him, then you wouldn't have been talking the crazy shit that you're talking about in public. You would have respect your husband enough. You would have stay in pocket. Hold on. You would have stay in pocket and not say the shit that you be saying. Because if you were with someone that you genuinely respected, if you were with someone that you genuinely loved, if you were with someone that you genuinely adored, if you were someone with if you were with someone that you genuinely were attracted to, that sweep you off of your foot and get your pussy wet, just like that, and get your skin under fire, you wouldn't be saying the shit you be saying. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. And we'll say some hardcore dark skinned niggas talking about say, man, if Ayesha Curry was with me, man, shit, this bitch wouldn't even be talking about the shit she be talking about. That's true. That's true, cause some niggas, some rashy, knucklehead niggas not go take the shit that you're saying, but you with a pretty boy though. You with a pretty boy though. You know, pretty you can get what you want from pretty boys, right? See, man, respect again has no looks. It goes beyond looks. Whether you're good looking or you're not good looking. Respect, man. You have to always go for the respect. And I ain't saying you have to be disrespectful. Tombo say, bitch, what you Tombo say? I don't understand you in public. Bitch, I'll slap the brakes off for you. Like, time out. As Shaquille O'Neal would say in that meme. Time out. Time out. I'm not saying that you need to take that route. It's me, because you go be in bracelets. See, women have power in today's society. Domestic violence, this and that, in bracelets. But you have to set her straight though. And I'm wrapping up right now. You have to set her straight though. Turn to your neighbor right now and say you have to set her straight though. You have to set her straight. You have to set her straight. Because if you don't set her straight, this behavior is going to be a continuous behavior that has no ending to it. It's going to be a continuous behavior and it's going to spread, man. It's going to spread. You understand? So at the end of the day, because again, man, your kids, they don't understand the situation that you're going through. They're too young. But I tell you this, if your kids were like in their teens and they see their mother talking crazy about it like that in public, they're going to question you. They're going to question you. Steph Curry, they're going to question you as them father, man. As the husband, Tambo say, man, dad, mom was talking crazy the other day about it. Tambo say, don't understand her and shit. What you go do about the shit? Why you go do about the shit? What are you going to say about it? What are you going to do to correct, reprove, and reproach this behavior? Hold on. What you gonna do about this behavior, man? Because it's setting a bad example for your kids. I think you have like one son. I don't know how much sons you have. Oh, let me kill the spider. Kill your ass. See the spider? Well, let me kill your ass. Don't fuck with me, man. Trying to come through my window and try impeaching our brother's video. But like I was saying, what's the example that you're setting for your kids, man? If your kids were older, because they can't understand any better. They are young right now, so they don't get the surrounding that surrounding them. See? But if they were older and they were hearing the rumors and their mother was saying, what example are you setting? Because as a son looking at that behavior, you're not doing nothing about it. If a son get married to the type of woman, because you have to understand, the type of woman that a son has as their mother is the type of woman they're going to aspire to marry as their woman. Yeah. If you guys didn't know that today, the type of woman that your mother is, this is a few exceptions, but psychology states, Sigmund Freud is in his grave, because so you can ask, but it's been asserted that the type of mother you had, toxic or non-toxic, that's the type of woman you aspire to marry. So if you're not doing nothing to correct as the man of the household, as the husband of the woman that lives in your own household, because you pay the bills, you do this and that, because you're the man of the household, if you're not doing nothing, what kind of example are you setting for your own son? And even the daughters, man, the daughters are going to us. They're going, if they were old enough to understand the situation and see what the situation is about, how the mother don't, how their mother is talking about, say, her husband, their father don't understand her. Their kids are going to aspire to take off of the mother, because the mother is establishing dominance, influence in the situation. Like, she can talk to her husband any way she wants to talk. That is the stance she's coming from. And if the daughters were old enough to understand, they would say, I guess I can talk to my husband like that. Then when I'm at the age of marrying, and she go find some weak ass nigga. The kids, if they grow up, they go find some weak ass nigga and employ the type of behavior that their mother was employing. That's psychology. I didn't make this shit up. I like psychology, but I didn't make this shit up. This is just natural. This is common sense. You are a product of your environment. Hold on. You are a product of your environment. I hope he checks his behavior. I hope that Steph Curry talks to his wife and say, hey, listen, I don't get how you talking about, say I don't understand you. And we've been married for like 14 odd years, or if not 14 years. Why you didn't come to me privately and tell me, say, hey, I don't think you've been understanding me. I have these goals, these aspirations that I want to accomplish. I didn't want no kids. Like, I would say that's bullshit. But if you guys are talking 1v1, you'll have to be diplomats. You'll have to be level-headed and not be emotional, right? Because you'll have to have a solution. And the solution is that from her end, she's not supposed to be talking like that from her end. And from the man's end, that's Steph Curry's end, you have to be more proactive, you have to be more proactive, and don't wait until the situation come up for you guys to check it. From that situation, that shouldn't have been happening in the first place. That shouldn't have happened in the first place. So you need to tell this woman, say, hey, this can't continue again. Because if this continue again, I'm going to think about the future for our marriage. And I'm dead serious. You can't be talking to me like that in public. I don't care who you're talking. You could have talked to your first cousin, your mother, your father, your step-papa. I could have cared less. I'm your husband. You don't talk to me like that. You don't see me talking to you like that in public. So why are you talking about me like that in public? Don't talk to me like that in public. I don't appreciate it. I don't know if she's doing this to provoke a response from Steph Curry, because you all know say women love drama. Women love to provoke men. You women know that. I don't need to tell your women that. But at the same time, y'all can be doing this at the same time to your husband or your boyfriend, man. This is your man. You're with this man for a reason. And if you were not attracted to this man in the first place, why are you with him? You're with him for his money. You're with him for his status. You didn't want to have and going back, it's not that you don't want to have kids. In my opinion, it's not that you don't have to you don't want to have kids. You do want to have kids. Probably you didn't want to have kids with him. Probably didn't want to have kids. I'm wrapping up right now. Probably didn't want to have kids with Steph Curry, man. But you have four with Steph Curry. If you didn't want no kids with him, then you would have done what. No, I'm not endorsing Kim Kardashian. Zine, she probably married like 4 times. And she ain't even married officially. She's probably dating somebody right now or getting dick. But at the same time, you didn't see her. If she didn't want kids, she wouldn't have gotten out of there with a quickness. She wouldn't have stayed with who she was with at the time. She wouldn't have no kids with him. And if she had kids with him and she aspired that she didn't want no kids, she still wouldn't have been with him. She should have left out of there a long time. But you stayed with Steph Curry. You stayed with Steph Curry. And another thing, man, I know so many guys hate LeBron James, man, but you not go see LeBron James' wife talking so crazy like that in public about LeBron James. You're not gonna see. I'm pretty sure they have their spits and spots, behind closed doors in the shadows, as they should, because they're in a relationship and they're married and they're together and they're parents. But you ain't go see him probably talking Tambo say, oh, my husband doesn't understand me. It's me, I didn't want to have kids in the first place. It's me, I have my own goal that I want to accomplish. You ain't come on, man. You're not going to see LeBron James' wife doing all of that in public. This brethren set her straight. Because this brethren bring the real nigga energy. So he set her straight. And it's a black woman. See, some of y'all talking about say black women this and that, and you can't set them straight, and you can't check black women because black women go check about this and that. Hey, there's some good black women out here, so LeBron James' wife is an example. See, not all black women are toxic. Not all black women, are masculine. Not all black women go talk about this and that and talk crazy in public. Is me. And at the same time, y'all talking about say, oh, I'm going to have to find a light skinned woman. Or I'm going to have to deal with a light skinned woman. Because light skin is the king. Light skin is the real thing. This and that. Dude, shut the fuck up. Every female of every race has their flaws, has their weaknesses. And what Ayesha Curry has expressed in public is some of those flaws and weaknesses. So stop talking as if light skin is up here, so in terms of the unicorn, she's like the beauty queen, like like she's like the creme de la creme to deal with, like she's utopia type of woman to deal. Light skin have them problems, man. Check with Ayesha Curry. Check. I mean, she ain't the only one, but that's one of the one. That's an example of the one. So anyway, I've been talking for almost like 50 minutes. Leave your comments on in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this Ayesha Curry situation, talking about her husband like that in public, the type of stuff she talking about in public. What's your thoughts on that? I've already given my thoughts in 50 minutes, man. If you leave, I mean, as a man, you can't have a woman talking like that, man. You can't have a woman talking down on you like that. You can't have her. It just, that just can't happen. That just can't happen. So that being said, comments on me in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like and subscribe. Hey, if you guys hating on me, talking about say, oh, you're nobody to be talking on Steph Curry. You broke ass nigga. Shut the fuck, like, bro. Bless y'all, bro. Bless y'all hating ass niggas. Leave your comments on me in the comment section. Either way, dislike the video. Either way, cause you guys, y'all stupid motherfuckers need to understand. Say, in you dislike my video and even hating comments, you're still pushing out my content. Duh. Comments on me in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. And with that being said, man, I just hope Steph Curry nips this in the bud. Like, this shouldn't be continuous. This cancerous behavior cannot be continued. I hope he puts for his own sake, and for the sake of his kids, and for the sake of his friends and his own family members, because I'm pretty sure his family members hear what she's saying in public. Is not what she just saying in public goes for the public media or whatever. His own family is hearing. His own father is hearing. So I hope that Steph Curry checks his behavior and puts her in her place and make her stay in her place of the woman, a woman's place. Stay in a pocket. Keep her in a pocket, man. Yeah, man. I'm out. Leave me comments on the Let me know what you guys thinking. Or that being said, I'm out.